Toto, we're not in Kansas anymore, and by Kansas, I mean our homeschool bubble. Hi, my name is Dee, and after years of homeschooling, I have transitioned my kids to traditional school. This is my series, Homeschool to Hall Pass. So last night, my son and I are sitting down reading through his homework passage. I didn't pre-read. We're both discovering everything together, and we come to the line where this kid is drawing a guitar with skulls, and the band's name is Lords of Death. I'm not kidding. Here it is. My son stopped immediately and looked at me like, Mom. And I'm like, yeah, baby. That's not a name that I would probably choose for a band or that we would listen to. But unfortunately, that's the name that they chose for the story. And it's just in the story. It's a passage. It doesn't relate to us. I tell you, my son was ready to take action immediately. He was like, I'm going to circle this and let the teacher know that it is unacceptable. And I'm like, son, we both know that, but circling it will not change the fact that this is the name that they chose. Like, the boy was about to start a whole protest over this passage. And I'm like, look, organize the walkout later. We still got to get through this homework, okay? But seriously, out of all the names in the world, someone actually sat down and was like, yes, for a group of fourth graders, the band should be called Lords of Death. Really? That's the best creative idea you could come up with? And I know this is what happens when we leave the cozy bubble of homeschooling and put our kids in school, a public school, specifically a non-Christian public school. And I know the world is going to whirl. However, I'm always going to be beside my kids, letting them know that we are in this world, but not of this world. But that name still doesn't sit well with me. I think it's time for me to really take some time to invest in finding my kids a Christian school if we're going to continue this journey. All right, y'all, that's this episode. I'm sure there's unfortunately going to be more.